Donald Trump has a new campaign ad targeting those still protesting against police brutality and for reform of American law enforcement. There's something kind of dangerous about it, something a little bit irresponsible about it. See if you can catch it.
You have reached the 911 police emergency line. Due to defunding of the police department, we're sorry, but no one is here to take your call. If you're calling to report a rape, please press 1. To report a murder, press 2. To report a home invasion, press 3. For all other crimes, leave your name and number, and someone will get back to you. Our estimated wait time is currently 5 days. Goodbye.
I'm Donald J. Trump, and I approve this message.
That is one of the most reprehensible ads I think I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah. I think so. I have a bad habit of logically breaking these things down. Like, let's be realistic. The police always get there too late. First and foremost, they're never there in time to stop a crime. It's the rarest of occasion that they happen to be in the same place at the same time that a crime is happening and they can help prevent it. So first and foremost, that's it. When we say defund the police, it does not necessarily include the detectives, the people who actually investigate crimes, right? Yeah. I think people feel the sensation that without police cars driving and patrolling your neighborhood, that then your neighborhood is going to fall into chaos. I don't know where you live, but basically nowhere in the United States do you have to have police patrolling your neighborhoods for your neighborhood to be safe. In fact, there's a direct correlation, an inverse relationship between the more police that you have in your neighborhood, the less likely that your neighborhood would be safe for all kinds of factors, including poverty. But that's the logical argument against it. In terms of the ad itself, it is right up there with the I'm trying to think of the ad that they ran against Michael Dukakis. I think it's a a level of fear mongering that we haven't seen in a while. And I think it's going to play well with this base because that's what they want.
Yeah, I think you're totally right. Totally. It calls up the Dukakis thing. It's like, the Tucker Carlson segments where he says they're going to be coming for you. The hordes are going to be coming for you. Yeah. Armed Black Lives Matter militias. I mean, we get the message that they're trying to send. I guess it's a small point to bring up, but it seems even more ridiculous that they're running that ad against Joe Biden when no matter what you mean when you say defund the police, Biden doesn't even agree with that. So
yes, like I completely forgot about that. Joe Biden is talking about putting more money into the police. And just like, here's the thing though, Democrats need to realize something. And maybe they know it and they're just like going through kabuki theater, right? They're just playing along, playing their part. But there's nothing that they can do. There's no level of cooperation, triangulation, or moderation that the Republicans won't vilify as something as terrifying and malicious. Yeah. Joe Biden literally wants to put more money in the police, yet they're labeling him as the, abolish the police movement, which he's the furthest from. He's closer to the police union than he would ever be abolishing the police.
Yeah. Yeah. And also it's like you idiot Republicans, you can already run against Biden on things like his support for the crime bill in the 90s and things like that. Now you're saying he wants to totally remove all policing, which is, I mean, I guess maybe some conservatives have the mental flexibility to be like, Biden doesn't want there to be any police, and Biden wants there to be police on literally every corner, totally interfering with people's lives. At the same time, ad by ad, I don't know. But it's a weird way to attack Biden. It's obviously entirely disingenuous towards what the movement is actually pushing for. Yeah. And you rightfully pointed out, like, yeah, a lot of the times they don't show up in time. And a lot of the times when they do show up in time, they make the situation far worse, which is the whole point.
Right.
So
absolutely.
frustrating.
What did you call it? The mental flexibility? Is that what you call it? Yeah. I have to incorporate that into my vernacular. But the contortions that they go through, the cognitive dissonance is something that honestly, if they used it for good, it would be one of the most magnificent thinking capacities ever. But they use it to be intentionally obtuse. Like they use this level of cognitive dissonance to be as dense as they possibly can. And that denseness is ruining America on a level that, whatever. We'll see what happens in this election that's coming up.
Yeah. Yeah. And thank you to all the people in the comments who are like, this is Willie Horton 2.0. Totally.
That's
what we're referring to.
Yeah. It couldn't get to me. Yeah.
100%. For more political news breakdowns, interviews, stories of activism, and me trying my hardest to care about the occasional big celebrity news story, subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/thedamagereport. And you can ring the bell wherever it is so you don't miss anything.